what's up? Snake here. Got a question I'm going to be answering for you. I've had a lot of people ask me, what can I do to work on my weak hand? You know, one of my hands is really good, but I'm not very good at dribbling with the other hand and driving with it, etc., etc. So basically what I'm going to do is just give you some tips on how to improve your weak hand. Really, it comes down to just practice. I mean, to be honest, it sounds like a little bit of a simple answer to the question, but you have to take time to really make sure you're working on doing your moves with your weak hand. I'm a lefty, okay? And I'll spend times where I'll just spend 15-20 minutes in a practice session, or sometimes even I'll spend an entire time in a practice session working on moves driving with that weak hand. Or for even freestyle basketball or street ball moves, you know, just working on different moves like, you know, working on every single move that you have and just putting the time in. If you have a real big habit of, you know, when you're doing it, you can't control yourself from putting that strong hand on the basketball because it becomes such a habit for you, here's a couple things you could try. One, make a conscious effort to keep that hand behind your back. Or if you have pockets, put your hand in your pocket. It makes it a lot harder for you to get that hand out to dribble the basketball, and you become less effective at doing it, and you have to start relying on this strong hand. Another thing I've done is I've played games with people, like one-on-one games, where you can just make a rule that each of you has to play on the weak side of the court. So if you're left-handed, you would have to play all on the right side of the court. All your finishes would have to be with your right hand for the layups. All your dribbling moves have to be with your right hand. I mean, you could still do some crossovers, but you have to stay on this side of the court. So that's one little one-on-one type drill or exercise or whatever you want to call it that you can do to help improve your weak hand. But the main thing I would say to focus on is just, you know, putting the time into practicing, working on certain moves that you want to do to go to that weak hand. If you want some more tips and some more drills on how to learn how to improve this, check out my ball on a string ball handling program on my website. I'll have a link for it right here. And basically, if you can get through all the drills in that program, there's no way you will have a weak hand. Every possible dribble move that there is out there that's legal, you can do, and you are made to do, and you're made to learn in this program. So I mean, you know, from in and outs to crossover dribbles to some unorthodox type drills that I came up with to really make you more comfortable with the basketball. I won't get too much into how to do them, but basically there's some drills that will really improve your ability to do anything new that you're learning, strong hand and weak hand. And then also I would recommend maybe checking out my Ultimate Breakdown Moves program. I got a lot of tips in there as far as how to improve your weak hand, and also if you work on all the moves in there, going to both sides like you should. I mean, anytime you're practicing something new, you should practice going both ways. So if you learn all those moves going both ways, there's really no way that you'll have a weak hand anymore. So basically, just to keep it simple, put the time in to practicing the weak hand. That's really all it comes down to. You can, you know, ask me all you want, but I'm just gonna keep telling you the same answer. It really comes down to you know, getting out there and putting in the time and working on your weak hand and making sure that you are putting the time in to get comfortable with it. One final thing I'll say is, you know, you have to spend some time away from playing basketball games if you want to improve your weak hand. Because when you get into a game situation, you're going to fall back to what's most comfortable for you. You're going to work on what feels, you know, what your strengths are. And if you have a bad habit of always going to your weak hand and that's the only side you feel comfortable going to, your defenders start to pick up on that and you're really severely limiting yourself. But at the same time, you don't feel comfortable going to your weak hand. So you kind of get yourself in this little trap. Get yourself out of the box, spend some time practicing on your own, working on the weak hand, becoming comfortable with these different moves that you want to do, and finding ways to drive or even come back for jump shots, etc., etc., etc. And then once you get all that down, you know, maybe spend a month or so away doing these sorts of things, then come back and start trying to play some games and really make sure you're you know, mentally pushing yourself to do these things in the game and start becoming comfortable with them in the game. But you have to become comfortable doing them on your own first before you can do them in the game. Otherwise, you're 90% of the time, most people just aren't going to do what they're not comfortable with in a game. So get the comfort level there, put the practice in, and you know, once again, if you haven't checked out my programs, check them out. They'll help you immensely. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you got any more questions, and if this helped you at all, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up button for me. Thanks.